Alright folks, welcome back to the Yellow Turban Rebellion. We've carved out for ourselves a pretty significant piece of central China at this point. It's not, it's not a majority by any means, but we've actually got a reasonable grip of territory right at the moment. Each of these, icons that you see, the little city or town icons, are a commandery, of which we control quite a few, actually. We control several cities. We've got the commandery of Nanyang. We've got half of Shenyang, half of Chen. We're about to go take the city of Chen. Runan, Changsha. We're doing alright. We are doing pretty alright. He over here is besieging the city of Chen. He-Man over here is building up his army. We are, unfortunately, quite low on income. So, it will be a little bit rough, but I think we can manage. Especially, I think we can take Luoyang Lumberyard, kill Yuanshu, and then possibly do something about that. I mean, I'm not really intending to hold on to Luoyang Lumberyard. I just kind of want to take it to finish Yuanshu out. But for now, we have another reform available. We haven't hit the faction rank necessary for any of those yet. Also, I don't like how the screen shifts slightly when I do this. There doesn't seem to be a reason for that. Like, I don't know why that should be. I would like more buildings. Farmers. The leader's house for lower recruitment cost would actually be nice. Is there anything here that lowers upkeep cost? Minus 18% upkeep for cavalry faction-wide. That's if you have specifically the horse resource, which I don't think I have access to. You need a horse, of course. Healing rituals. So this is commerce. This is a commerce technology. This is the one that reduces construction costs for specifically housing. I still haven't upgraded, unlocked the White Wave units, which might be a good idea to get, actually, because White Wave Veterans and White Wave Horsemen are both pretty solid units. But, honestly, I'm doing okay with the units that I've got. I think, well, having the White Wave guys wouldn't hurt, certainly, and it'll only take 3 turns to research. So let's research and embolden the people. And after that, I think our turn is over. If we look at our treasury real quick, we can see the vast majority of our expenditures are definitely unit upkeep. Character salaries, almost nothing, because as the Yellow Turbans, we pay our characters almost nothing. And then we have a little bit of building upkeep. But primarily, it's just unit upkeep. I could crank my taxes up, which would lower my public order. And I don't know that it would help me. My public order right now is not +6 pretty much anywhere, so I'm hesitant to do that. And we're just gonna, for right now, we're just gonna stick with the tax rate as it is, and see about taking out Cao Cao and Kongzhou and trying to kind of establish ourselves. We're committed to establishing ourselves in central China at this point. We'll see what we can do about it. But I think we can manage here. What we have to do is keep ourselves from getting too surrounded. Now, interestingly, he's got a pretty large army deploying against me. He's got a couple of crossbowmen, an archer militia, the garrison, which includes a few more archers and some cavalry, and then this guy with some more cavalry and some more archer militia. But overall, I don't think he can possibly win this. I've got him well outgunned when it comes to archers, and my cavalry detachment, my generals that is significantly more powerful. So we're going to fight this battle, wipe out the last field army of Cao Cao, and take his city. Okay, so we've got 2 sets of enemy reinforcements coming in. I don't think this battle is going to pose a problem, to be honest. I think we can pursue this in pretty much the same way we've been doing fights up till now. Yinping does have his forward deployment abilities, but I don't really want to use them. I mean, he does a crap ton of armor-piercing damage, but his melee attack rate is fairly low. I mean, he's like He Yi. Like, they're both pretty effective, but they don't deal damage quickly, and Yinping has very low armor. Wo Da is in some ways, I think, actually a better fighter. Although, he doesn't do nearly as much AP. Anyway, I'm not going to separate my army. We're going to deploy our infantry. We'll have our Bringers of Righteousness, Yusha, Yellow Turban Warriors, Peasant Spearmen, and the other Bringers of Righteousness on the flank. We're going to center our formation on this hill, I think, so we're going to just stretch our infantry all along the front there. We have them on fire at will. Then we've got our archers in no real particular order. Right along there, and then these guys should be added to Group 1, actually. So we do have some Peasant Spearmen on the outside flank of the Bringers of Righteousness, but that's fine. And then our generals will be unit number 3. Our cavalry reserve. And we're going to push forward into the snow and try to come to grips with the enemy. I think the enemy are pulling back towards their reinforcements, which is fine. It's kind of what I expect them to do. But yeah, they just don't have the firepower to stop us. They do have their crossbows. The crossbows will cause some damage, but with only 2 actual commanders, and their front line being almost entirely G-militia, they really, I don't think, have the capability to stop us. I think we're just going to bury them in arrows. And there's no real reason to... actually no reason to waste the fatigue of our troops. But here they come. Like I said, the crossbows are going to have better range than my archers, so we are going to have to advance the archers to match them, but that's fine. They've got several saber cavalry of different qualities. Okay, so what we need to do here is Group 1 needs to lock and move up. Group 2 needs to fire at the crossbows, ideally, because they're already shooting. These 2 can fire at that guy. Actually, I'll tell you what, their archer militia are already shooting, so let's fire at them first. And... yup. Oh my god. The damage. Alright, you guys need to... nope, don't do that, don't do that. You're getting too close, you're getting too close. Drop into mixed missile formation on both sides there. You charge into that fight, you hook around. Okay, we've routed them. Good. Fire at the cavalry. You fire at the cavalry also. You guys collapse in, and you guys actually run straight down the middle, since they've left an opening. Meanwhile, He Yi can charge into the Saber Militia, and even though he doesn't have a great charge, he'll do work. And fire into the blobs there. Yep, fire into the blob. Charge into the rear. Charge. Alright, enemy cavalry are breaking. Fire at them. You need to break off. No, 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 no. G-militia, G-militia. Bad, bad, bad. That's the badness. You infantry can line up there. How am I Yusha doing? 37 of them with no kills. The crossbows have been concentrating on them, I can tell. Run a charge. Okay, we've gotten Yinping into the crossbows, which is great. Yi over here has destroyed most, though not all, of the enemy cavalry. My archers, meanwhile, are almost out of ammo and need to advance. You lot, fire at crossbows. You lot also fire at crossbows. You three, charge. Okay, spears are chasing him, but I think he's about to get past them. 37 out of 49, he's taking some casualties, but now it's time to drive all these archers off. Get those saber cav. Woda, where you at? Oh god, you only have 13 men left. The archers have been focusing on you. Alright, leave that formation. Advance. Group 1, I need you all to attack. Group 2, crossbows are basically dead. I need you to focus on those archers. Why are those archers winning? Come on, focus fire on them. Lay some shots down. Wodan needs to get out, though. Oh, no. No, not them. Fire at them, you attack them. Actually, are those spear guard? They are spear guard. Okay, don't fire at them. Are the archers taking hits? Yes, the archers are taking lots of hits. Good. I'm almost out of ammo, though. And we've got some G militia in, so let's pull those guys out. Ye can come around. You fire on the archers. You charge. You charge. You fire on the spear guard since they're turned around. Yi, get in here. Yinping, get out. Who's that? Archer militia. Yinping, get the fuck out of there. Alright, so we've killed a pretty significant number of archers with our fire. These guys are actually not going to enjoy fighting the Bringers of Righteousness, I don't think. Especially not with the Peasant Spearmen coming in to support. Those Spear Guards are having trouble. Pull these guys up. Yeah, that's fine. With the G's away, you can fight these archers if you want. Oh, but Yinping's morale is low. Get in and attack. Also get in and attack. You have to fight them. I don't really want you guys in melee if you can help it. You've done pretty good. Peasant archers just are not the best. Woda. Well, let's get in here and try to take out those archers. God, stop them from shooting. I don't know if they are shooting, but stop them. Okay, there you go. That was a decent charge. And that was a pretty solid charge. Yeah, that was a pretty okay charge. Keep chasing them. Alright, we've got both archers broken and running. The G infantry captain is backwards. We can risk running a charge on him. Now, sometimes this goes disastrously wrong, because sometimes, somehow, the AI is capable of turning around and instantly bracing. But as long as these peasant spearmen don't break, they might break. They're about to break. They're broken. Okay, don't run that charge. Charge there instead. Yeah. There you go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Pull out this way. We've got kind of a blob of spears here. Bringers of Righteousness are really paying their dues. Where's my other one? They're in there. They still actually have some ammo left, unfortunately. Fortunately, they're not getting to use. Both of you charge into there, because my peasant spearmen have rallied and are fighting. And they're not braced, so this should be pretty good. It would be pretty good if it had been an actual charge, but it wasn't really. Did a very minor amount of damage. Pull out. Yinping. But we've got him on the run. There we go. Alright, that is that. Well done. Once again, my infantry took a brutal pounding, but worth it. And you can see my The Bringers of Righteousness are a solid unit. I'm very happy with them. The Peasant Archers, Yellow Turban Archers are good units as well. They do a lot of damage. Bringers of Righteousness are excellent units. Peasant Archers, they're really cheap, which is their main virtue. And then, like, Yellow Turban Warriors and stuff, they hold their own against militia. They basically are militia. But overall, it looks like we killed both enemy generals. We didn't kill him, and we wiped out most enemy units. He is a terrible character. I'm not worried about him, though, so I'm going to release him for the money. And then recruit to replenish some of my losses. Excellent. Great battle. Okay, so let's see what's happening now. War declaration, war declaration, war declaration, war. Liu Biao is in a coalition. I hate these events, because a lot of times they don't even make sense. Like, when your character gets captured, it's not even usually a character where... I mean, like, he's leading... And then you just lose 500 gold for no reason, because of course you're not going to refuse to pay the ransom for almost any character. Personally, I very much dislike that event. It just doesn't make sense. And it only seems to happen with generals who are pretty valuable. Like, it doesn't happen to random dumbasses that you don't care about. In my other campaign, it's happened several times to one of my legendary sentinels. Like, literally, she's the only person it's happened to, and it's happened to her, like, 5 times. And it really kind of pisses me off, to be honest. Those horseback huntsmen aren't bad either, to be honest. Just because they have the extra ammo and the high ranged attack rate. And they hit, like, I mean, they hit really hard. More Yellow Turban Archers would be decent for this force. Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's purple and yellow, right? Militia of Virtue. Well... What can you recruit here? You can recruit Bringers of Righteousness. And having 1 or 2 of them would be really handy. So let's drop a Bringer of Righteousness into your force. And then also... let's grab a couple more Peasant Archers, maybe, and some Peasant Spearmen. They're really bad units, but... I think some of them are worth having. There we go. So that'll fill up the army there. Meanwhile, He Yi is going to... he has to wait 1 more turn. And, Cao Cao is back. Okay, well, we'll just continue the siege for 1 more turn. We have almost no money, so we're gonna roll another one. Now that is Sai Mao coming in against me, looks like. Lots more wars. So Liu Biao has declared war on me again, and so I'm at war with Sai Mao now as well, which is a real shame. A real shame. Okay. That's not a very large, scary army. Like, if they attack the iron mine at Runan, I think I can stop them. Just by virtue of having 3 archers and a couple of cavalry. And the towers. Because fighting with where the towers can shoot is a huge advantage. If they attack the Yangtze farmland, though, I don't think I can. The Men of the Forest are really good archers, but... I won't have walls there. I won't have towers there, I mean. So, what that means is, I need to get rid of Yuan Shu now. Go ahead, do it. Who's that? Fang. I'm gonna have to auto this. I don't want to fight this battle right now. We're just gonna do that real quick. Get rid of her. Take the settlement. We lost 1,000 men, but that doesn't really matter. We gained some money. We're gonna occupy. And no. So Yuanshu is destroyed. That's great. Now, He-Man needs to head back south as fast as possible. We've got the Luoyang Lumberyard. I don't care if I hold this, to be honest. I can trade that away without really minding. I would really like to have in Runan a general. A general who is at least moderately competent in combat. Unfortunately, Shihan is on assignment. I can get Gao Lu or Qi Li. Gao Lu is a better combatant, so we're going to hire him. And of course, he brings with him a couple small units of Yellow Turban warriors. We'll put him into the Iron Mine. And then, up here, we do have a sap point. The enemy is incredibly depleted. It says this is going to be a Pyrrhic victory. In fact, with me attacking, I'm sure I could take this with relatively minimal losses. But I'm not going to wait. I'm going to delegate the battle. And just accept the heavier losses from the computer. Yeah, like, they killed 1,000 men that absolutely would not have died. But that's fine. And it looks like we stole his sword. Great. So we're going to occupy that. Yep, we stole the trust of God. Fantastic. And Migwo has been killed in battle. And he's established his capital in the livestock farm. Okay. Fantastic. Let's repair that. We already have the farmland. Definitely repairing that is a good idea. That I don't care about right now. Well, I won't demolish it, actually. I'll go ahead and repair it for the moment. We will build here a garrison? Yeah, let's build a garrison. And then repair that as well. Okay. So. Solid. Runan also has an open slot in which I could put a temple shrine, drafting post, or some farming. We are a little bit low on food right now, so let's grab a farm for the moment. And see where Cai Mao is going to go. He's doing what I wanted him to. He's attacking Runan. Yeah, I think I can beat this. I mean, he has 9 units against my 6, and then I've also got the extra archers. He has 3 generals against my 1, but once again, I have the towers. And honestly, Gao Lu is just as good a fighter as Cai Mao is. More HP, a lot more armor-piercing damage, less armor, slightly lower charge bonus, but a higher melee attack rate, and much higher melee evasion, so yeah, I think I can take him. This Iron Mine, I tell ya. Alright, so, now this is something I had not actually thought of. Gao Lu, I didn't realize that. Gao Lu actually has guerrilla deployment. But do I want to guerrilla deploy him is the question, because Guerrilla deployment in this scenario means only just outside the towers. Well, let's put him out here. Let's put him right there where he's under cover of tower fire. To defend the gates, then, we've got my 3 archers. There. You guys can be group 3. You guys can be group 2. In terms of infantry, we've got 2 full-strength Yellow Turban warriors and 2 very weak Yellow Turban warriors. And I'm definitely going to put... I don't know how the computer managed to put these guys in this real loose, long formation, but I like it. And... these ones have shield wall. Oh, yes. Please, God, put them in shield wall formation. I love it. Massive charge resistance, extra missile block chance. This guy was accidentally absolutely the best person I could have gotten access to. He's fantastic. He gives me formations. He has guerrilla deployment. Great. Perfect for this scenario. So that buffs their ranged block chance by 35%, which should make it 85%. Yeah, so their ranged block chance is going to end up being 85%, which means if the crossbows fire at them, they're effectively going to be wasting their shots. That's excellent. My infantry back here will form my reserve. These guys will be right out here, and they'll run out to join him on the flank to provide a threat, a force in being. My Yellow Turban warriors will be right there, my other ones, and then my archers will be behind them. Excellent. So pull all my cavalry out on the flank. And there are the enemy generals. And their crossbows are leading the way, which is great. Once again, definitely fire at the crossbows. Others fire at the... yeah, fire also at the actually, no, fire at the generals. Nah, fire at the crossbows. If you can. Okay, pull my cavalry around the flanks. And now the towers need no longer fire at the crossbows, they can fire at the cavalry. And now my archers are starting to shoot. Excellent. Being in loose formation doesn't honestly help you when you have this many units all in one place. Just because they're all gonna get hit by arrows anyway. Countercharge. And let's clean up the crossbows. Archers have already gotten pretty decent kill numbers, and the towers will continue to fire as the engagement occurs. Shoot at Saimao. Meanwhile, back here, the crossbows are starting to run, but not fast enough. Oh, God, that charge. That was a pretty good one. And boom. Yikes, I think they wavered at just the wrong moment. So, the crossbows are getting crushed. My Yellow Turban warriors are losing, but my archers are providing pretty decent supporting fire, and so are the towers. So the battle is not quite as one-sided as one might think. Let's fire at the G-Militia in the back. You still have ammo, you still have ammo, you don't. That's fine, you two can just wait here and be the reserve. Meantime, all of the crossbowmen are gone, which means my cavalry... they don't even have to run, because I'm not in danger of breaking anytime soon. My infantry are holding pretty heavily, and Saimao is now routing. Definitely focus fire on him. Oh, he's wavering. Oh, shit. Don't you fucking dare, Saimao. Alright, he's down to 11. Oh, fuck. They took the towers. They pushed me back too far. God damn it. Oh, no. Alright. Charge. Yeah. I didn't think they'd push me back that far. But a massive rear cavalry charge is definitely my best weapon right now. Alright, we got some routes. We got some routes. Pull back. I don't think the tower is shooting at me. Actually, the tower might be shooting at me. It's hard to tell. But, oh, yes. Thank you. I will take that. Oh, nope. Damn it. One of them rallied. Clean up these guys. Don't let them come back. Do not let them come back. There we go. Alright. Yellow Turban Warriors holding their ground. Their kill counts are fairly low, but they are standing firm. Yellow Turban Archer Captain got 200 kills. Excellent. Yeah, the towers are shooting at me. Shit. I didn't think I'd been pushed back that far, but I didn't countercharge in quickly enough. So I'm gonna have to take arrows. And my cavalry are now exhausted, which is okay because everyone else in this blob is exhausted too, so let's run another charge on them. Really is a lot like Medieval 2 combat. Like, getting your cavalry into important cavalry positions is vital to success. Their G-Militia didn't get to repel my charge, and now they are all wavering. Excellent. Yep, that's it. That's the route. That's the route coming. We've got all his generals running. There we go. Alright, no, do not let them out. Just kill them. Kill as many as you can. Saimao, I think, will be shot by the towers, so that's fine. Don't let them out. Come on now. That's 62 G-Militia right there. Why would you let them run? There's like 100 guys over here. Kill them. Just do not let this army get away. There's no reason this army shouldn't be destroyed as a functioning force after failing to conquer this iron mine. Again. For the 4th time, I think? Runan is going to be like a watchword for catastrophic destruction. I mean, goddamn. Kill numbers abysmally low. The G-Militia actually, I think, did best out of everybody. Crossbows, almost nothing, because we focused them down. Excellent, excellent. Saimao got away with 65 men. Thank you, Gaolu. You are a hero of the people. Yep, Runan Iron Mine. Once again, heroic victory. Let's recruit for the 19% replenishment. And let that army run away. Alright. Well done. Some good shit right there. Wars. Ah, my virtue has increased. Excellent, I am healed. So, I've recruited a character, and I've got a bunch of bonus experience for He Yi. And He Yi is now a drill master. Fantastic. I have gained a merchant and an overseer. Okay. And I can now assign great healers, great commanders, and great learned ones. So, for the great healer, I can put a healer in, and it will give me extra enlightenment income from peasantry and replenishment in local commanderies. So let's make you that. The great commander. Extra enlightenment, extra food, minus 10% retinue upkeep. 25% food from fishing, and minus 10% construction cost. Interesting. Let's make B-tie that. And then the Great Learned One. I mean, obviously it would be He-Man, but at some point I'm going to want to make him a lord of some kind. So let's make it... let's make it He-Man for now. I don't have any local leaders, unfortunately. So. Fantastic. We have made all kinds of progress. Now down here, we've got 2 generals and 1 cavalry unit. I'm almost tempted to just send Gao Lu after them, because he actually outnumbers them entirely, and is better. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. Like, literally. It's 54 of mine versus 46 of theirs. Only one of theirs is a combat character. And then they've got some saber. I'm gonna do it. I'm just curious to see how this works out, to be honest. Okay, so I'm just going to deploy like this and charge. We're gonna see if Gao Lu, if the strength of our convictions can lead us to victory here. I think they can, because I think with this charge I'm actually going to destroy the Saber Militia. Pretty much. Yeah, I killed all 3 of the ones that first impacted. And then another one just then. Yeah, Gao Lu is wiping them out. I think there's no possible way they're going to win this one, I don't think. Because the Saber Militia are about to go, Zhang Yan is engaged, Cai He has lost several men already. This is... I think it's already all over but the Cryan. Those last 2 Saber Militia, they're holding like heroes, but yeah, there they go. They're routed. I think they're actually all dead. And then as soon as Cai He goes, it's over. Gao Lu is absolutely cleaning their clock. Yellow Turban Generals are scary. Honestly, even in Records mode, Yellow Turban General units are just more powerful than most standard general units, simply by virtue of the fact that they have a blended skill tree. So, you know, Gao Lu here, without a whole lot going for him, to be honest, like, you know, low level, just recruited, only moderately good equipment, is still absolutely kicking the snot out of both of these guys. Admittedly, I mean, yeah, he had a small numerical advantage, but most of it is just that his stats are so much better because he is a blue-green hybrid character, and they're not. So, you know, he has the advantages of a strategist without having the weaknesses of a strategist. And so at this point, we can actually just fast forward because he's going to kill them both. See, there, Cai He is routing, and Zhang Yun is routing. And we'll chase him down just to make sure that we finish him off. And I think actually he'll just die. Yep, 46 kills, I think 3 losses, something like that. Okay, and whack. There we go. Nice leg sweep. Yeah, 3 casualties. And everybody dead. Just ransom them. There's no need to replenish here. Okay, let's level up our good buddy Gao Lu. You have a better horse I could give you? Shadowrunner, Imping, and Hime. Yeah, okay. Your horses are all accounted for. Cunning and Satisfaction. You don't actually need more Satisfaction right now. So I think I'm going to give you a composite bow. That doesn't change anything, does it? That's still only +1 morale. Plus 15% ammo. Plus 16% ammo. That's not a big difference either, but whatever. It's fine. And for armor, you're as good as can be. For weapons, you're as good as can be. For followers, you've got the follower that gives you the shield wall, which is fine. For skills, then, he actually has fucking 3 points. He's leveled up 3 times from that battle. Woo! Wow. Let's definitely get that improved melee evasion. Let's get fire arrows and melee damage. And then let's get plus 10 unit morale is really, really good. Then let's get more range damage and more income from industry. Let's do all of that. That sounds amazing. So, Gaolu. Gaolu's a scary boy. Gaolu's hardcore. Yellow Turban Archers. Ranged attack rate. So the difference is that Men of the Forest have guerrilla deployment, but I don't need that because Gaolu already gives his troops that. Watchmen of the Peace now. They've got a slow fire rate, but they've got some melee chops. And a shield. I guess their melee chops aren't actually amazing compared to Men of the Forest. Men of the Forest are actually also pretty decent in melee. But yeah, let's get some Watchmen of the Peace in here. And, I mean, I may be able to field him with just a full army of Watchmen of the Peace, to be honest. 2 killed in battle. Gaolu's got that unit leader's outfit and has gained a bunch of ranks. Fantastic. Now, up here in Chen, that's an army of Wanglang. We're still recuperating in the city, that's fine. And up here, He-Man can pull out south. Because once again, I don't really care about Luoyang Lumberyard. But since I've accomplished a new rank, since I'm healed, I can make peace now. And that might be very handy. Let me... Huang Kuang, how do you feel about peace? He's not terribly opposed to it. What if I were to give you this sweet shirt, and also this guy who's very smart, and a fish? What if I were to give you all of those? Pretty close. How about I also, I'll throw in this wooden sculpture of a dog. How about that? How about that? Okay, so we'll have peace with Wang Kong, whatever. Cao Cao. Not sure how I feel about Cao Cao. He's hostile. If I propose peace... No. I don't want peace with Cao Cao, frankly. Who's like... Tell you what. Who is relatively non-hostile to us? Everyone is hostile to us. We've got one coalition active. So a coalition is like a kind of a non-binding agreement to fight together. It's like it's sort of a step down from a military alliance. The coalition to defeat barbarians is actually quite large and powerful right now. They've got Liu Biao, Sun Jian, Cao Cao. This is actually a coalition against me, is what this is. Because this is everybody who borders me in a coalition in an effort to stop me from growing, which is fair. However, there's also a lot of people who are not in any coalitions, including my fellow Yellow Turbans. Gongdu, where actually are you? I can't make you a vassal. Can we form a coalition? We can form a coalition. Who are you at war with? You're at war with a bunch of guys, but I think I'm pretty much at war with all of them as well. And do you have any shit I want? You do have an eavesdropper, but he's unimportant. Let's form a coalition with Gongdu. Gongdu is not doing great. But, you know, could be worse. And Huang Shao. Why don't we invite you to join? Oh, Gongdu doesn't like you. Why doesn't Gongdu like you? Seems rude. And Liu Zhang actually likes me, which is a strange and unusual circumstance. Well, there's certainly no point in declaring war on him. He's south of Gongdu. He has nothing to do with me. Liu Dai. Liu Dai doesn't mind me, mainly because I've been murdering his enemies. So that's cool. But I can't make any non-aggression pacts or anything until I'm, like, a superpower that nobody can ignore. On the grounds that I am, of course, a Yellow Turban Rebel and everyone hates me. So this is Gongdu. He's got one commandery. He's got the commandery of Wudu. He's got this army over here with a philosopher, a potter, and a fortune teller in it. That seems to be about it. So he's not doing great, but he's not doing awfully either. I would love to kind of make a few more alliances, but I really don't have the ability. But now that I've knocked out Yuan Shu, I can now swing back down here, finish off Liu Biao and Cai Mao, and hopefully establish myself up to the river with He-Man's army. My only concern with that will be I will need to defend Nanyang. And defending Nanyang, non whatever it is, might mean losing out on some income. What I want here is a garrison, but I also want money. In order to get both, I think what's important is to upgrade this to a city to give myself another slot. So I've got an okay garrison, but I really want a bigger garrison before I move my army away. And I really need to move that army away because I need that army to swing south and clear these provinces. I can't really afford much by way of a third army. And He Yi is going to be stuck here in Chen for a little while. But I can now recruit, I can now research all this stuff up here. Including... What's that give me? That gives me high-level industrial upgrades. Income from silk and spice. Minus 20% redeployment cost and unlocks trebuchets. That's a fantastic technology. Plus 10% income from all sources. That's also fantastic. Pardon old regime supporters. Gives me better halberd infantry. Camping tents gives me extra movement range. Local governance. So that unlocks administration. That's valuable. We're gonna get that first. Alright, let's run a couple more turns here, see how far we can get. I would like to knock out Cao Cao. And, oh, hello, Sun Jian. Oh, Sun Jian is coming for me hard. Yeah, sure. Okay, so Sun Jian was already across the river. Why are you coming for me? That's just unwise. Okay, so Wang Shao is dead. We've joined a war. We have gained a scholar. But we're now in a little bit of a problematic position. So what we've got is, we've got Sun Ce coming up here with a small army. Not an army that can actually take the garrison of Jingsha, I don't think. But we've also got Sun Jian up here with an army. And that army could absolutely take... Well, no, I've got a garrison in there too, and it's a pretty beefy garrison. The brother garrison gives me Yellow Turban Archers, White Wave Veterans, Reclaimers, and the Bringers of Righteousness. So yeah, that's a pretty solid garrison, to be honest. Alright. I think the important thing here is to stop Sun Jian and push him back south. So we're gonna have to move out of Nanyang. I am going to... I'm gonna have to lose the income. So we're gonna demolish the drinking house so we can put a garrison in. Upgrading the foundry would be really nice. I'm just not sure I have the cash for it right now. Because we need to come down there to the bridge. I haven't actually seen if there are bridge battles in this game. I hope there are. It'd be really nice. I'm hoping for a bridge battle. Gao Lu now needs to move south towards my city and recruit. And what he needs is, I would love to have more bringers, more watchmen of the peace. I could afford 2 of them. Yeah, that high armor piercing damage is kind of nice. I mean, like, early game it doesn't matter so much because early game infantry and stuff don't have super high armor. But even so, even if they only have 20% armor, which is fairly common even early on, that means 20% more damage, effectively. And crossbow arrows just already do a bunch more damage. I mean, 65 per hit as opposed to 45 for standard arrows. Plus the extra range. I think it's really worthwhile. They have less ammunition, but they still seem to get as many kills, if not more. Plus, then, of course, Watchmen of the Peace can fight in melee as well. Let's get him a couple more Watchmen of the Peace. Sun Tzu, I think, is going to regret coming up here. I don't think he has the force to actually fight me. And I know there's an ambush set up right there. I'm just going to sit in the city one more turn and wait. I have lookout posts, so this city actually has a pretty decent garrison. We'll wait one more turn for it to get a little bit better, and then this army will move out. And I think we're going to be able to hold, unless somebody else comes rolling in with a couple of stacks. Oh, Sun Jian is coming to fight me. That's interesting. He's got a couple of Jian sword guard. But beyond that, his army is not impressive. Like, I'm a little surprised that he's doing this. I don't know why he would. Okay, let's show him the error of his ways. Okay, so it looks like interesting. It looks like we're allowed to just walk across the river. Shallow waters. Okay, minus 25% speed for infantry. What about for cavalry? Or generals? Minus 10% speed for light cavalry. Infantry will have trouble crossing while cavalry are less bogged down. Okay. So I'll tell you what then, he came to attack me. This river is running through both our deployment zones. What I'm actually going to do is, I'm really tempted to replace you with somebody who can guerrilla deploy, because that would enable me to guerrilla deploy my whole army. But that's not what I'm interested in right now. What I'm interested in right now is actually deploying back and forcing him to come to me through the water, to give me more time to fire at him. So, with that being said, what we want are Reclaimers on one flank, Yellow Turban Warriors, Yellow Turban Warriors, Spearmen, Bringers of Righteousness, in that order. We'll get that line set up. The Militia of Virtue will be a tactical reserve to countercharge. These guys actually will have skirmish mode, and we're going to deploy them up there in the woods, where they're hidden. They're not hidden. I know they've been hidden before. There, they're hidden. Okay, that's fine. We'll leave you back here, and then, so we've got group 1. Now we need group 2. Right there. Okay. I guess that designation didn't take. Group 2, you two Itai and He-Man will be Group 3. You will be my flanking cavalry force, and you will deploy in those woods over there. And you... Okay. Let's send the horse archers forward to find the enemy and harass them. But they can walk. We don't need to run. So that is some Raider Cav. Not sure where they're going. Got a lot of fields by the river as well, and a little village there, and that appears to be the body of the enemy. Okay, so there's Sun Jian and his troops, and they're moving. Looks like they're moving across my frontage. They might be trying to get across the river without having to fight in the water. Hey, why don't you harass the enemy cavalry? There you go. Doing some damage. Get my troops settled in position. Horseback huntsmen have taken one casualty, I think, from our enemy archer fire. But they're doing God's work here. The Raider Cav are being fairly well replenished. Wait, what? Hold up. What the fuck? Where does that come from? Oh my god. Sun Jian. I'm pretty sure that's some bonus that Sun Jian is giving his cavalry. Somehow. That must be, because that cavalry has ridiculous charge bonuses. 300 and 414. Oh, Jesus. Can you guys fire while moving? I don't think you can. Fire at the mounted lancer militia, please. And pull down that way. Oh, you can! Excellent. Great. Definitely hit the mounted lancer militia, or whoever is... Oh, fuck, they're charging. Why are you stopping? Why are you stopping? Run. Oh, you stopped because of skirmish mode, because they stopped their attack order on you. Okay, well, fine. No, keep running. See, okay, this is one of the reasons I hate skirmish mode. It doesn't account for... It constantly, like, removes your own commands. Meanwhile, my elite cavalry hidden over here... They just don't have many archers. I mean, they've got 2 archer militia, but beyond that, this is almost purely an infantry army. Horseback huntsmen have done a pretty good job here. They really are an excellent counter to Raider Cav, etc. My peasant archers are shooting. Yeah, shoot at the Raider Cav. Just take them out, please. Okay, good. Good. There we go. 5, 4, 3. Stop. Fire at the mounted lancer militia. Get some arrows on target onto these boys. Definitely, I think eliminating the enemy light cavalry before the battle really starts is a solid choice. Expending a little bit of ammo and a couple of horse skirmishers to do it. Move back. Just turn skirmish mode off. Skirmish mode is just such a pain in the ass sometimes. What are those guys? Spear guard? Okay. My archers are now beginning to fire in earnest. It's great. Get that mounted lancer militia. Alright, and now pull back and face this way. My general will handle it. In the meantime, speaking of generals, you two need to come down here, and Group 2 has finally begun to fire for real. And rip my computer once again. But Han Shan has broken the enemy cavalry. Fire at those spear guard, please. You guys can circle around. Fire at the G militia. And my cavalry are coming down off the hill. Alright, spear guard are closing in. Reclaimers. The Bringers of Righteousness are at 35 kills. Those spear guards are routing. Now, all of Group 2 focus fire on Sun Jian. And you countercharge Sun Jian, because it looks like he's really trying to bust through the center. His archers have gotten some kills, but they're about out of fuck. Got caught. You guys charge in there. You guys fold the flank. I'm going to ignore his archers because they're almost out of ammunition, having scored fairly limited kills. They were just basic archer militia. Sun Jian, oh my god, he's down to 13 men. Yikes. You guys fold in. Spend your last ammo on that champion. Both of you guys charge him. Han Shan, go back and fight those guys. Pull the archers back. They're going to serve as my reserve, if necessary. And the Bringers of Righteousness still getting some shots on Sun Jian. And my cavalry have trapped one guy. Actually, it's more than one guy they've trapped. They've trapped 41 guys. Ah! The jokes. The jokes are real. Sun Jian is down to 8 men. Alright, run a rear charge real quick, Keyman. There you go. That was a charge. Oh my god, that was a charge. That's it. Bitai, yikes. Bitai has lost 20 men. Yeah, because he's fighting a guy with the Fallen Oath Swarm buff. Get the fuck out of there. Hit those charging archer militia real quick. Excellent, thank you. Fire at one guy. Okay. Charge into melee. Where's... Oh, god damn it! Bitai's doing alright. But Huang Gai is right now being a huge pain in my ass. Huge. And He-Man needs to deal with it. Get around. Do not fight the fucking spears. Alright, Mounted Lancer Militia are gone. He-Man has charged in and broken another enemy unit. Militia of Virtue can get over here. These swordsmen can go fight archers. He-Man, please pull through. Bitai has lost most of his troops, but is doing pretty well. And we can get these peasant spearmen and bringers of righteousness in on Huang Gai. Alright. Charge back into... Huang Gai has wreaked incredible havoc. He's been doing work. Mainly because his damage is insane right now, but I think we can still take him. Especially if we get He-Man piled in on him. Why did our horseback... Alright, sometimes I fucking hate handling cavalry in this game. That was my fault. I mean, I took off skirmish mode, but that was not, I thought, the unit that I had ordered to do that. Okay, these Yellow Turban Warriors are getting wiped out. One guy is hurting, but not dead yet. Just get my spears lined up on him. Get these Yellow Turban warriors around. Zhao Tai is routing. Okay, that should be the army broken. Fuck these guys. That unit of Spear Guard was probably the most annoyingly effective part of the whole enemy army. Although his generals, like Huang Gai over here, Huang Gai got a lot of kills. I am absolutely going to execute him. If we have him on the dead list after this battle, I'm sorry, Huang Gai, but you gonna die. And of course, we have to kill the last of Sun Jian's models before we can end the battle. So that should be... I think that's the man of... Nope, that's actually just a bodyguard. I guess Sun Jian must have fallen earlier. Alright. Get after him. Come on, finish him off. I want this battle to end. He's down to 780... Oh my god. The Fallen Friend buff. Fuck. I didn't know that Fallen Friend gave you an extra 12,000 hit points. Yikes. Alright. There we go. That was that. I'm just more and more impressed with these. Like, these high-level Yellow Turban archers, they are absolutely racking up the kills every single time we fight. And this was a fairly high-level army, and it's now been, you know, pretty well demolished. Good shit. Huh! Ouch. Stabbed to death with maces. Alright, yeah, we killed 1,500 of his units, wiped out most of his models. We captured Zhao Tai, who is a friend of Sun Jian. We're just gonna execute him and take his armor. And then we're going to recruit. Alright, and here comes Sun Si to do something. Whatever it is, though, I don't think it's going to help him much. And another small army coming for that iron mine. They really want that iron mine. It's amazing how much they want that iron mine. Okay, some war, some peace. We got some forged iron scale, which is pretty good armor. Yitai and He-Man have both ranked up. We found that ambush. Finished a drinking house. And Yinping gained fiery. So, let's do some levels. He-Man, the most powerful, needs, I think... he doesn't particularly need ranged buffs. Courage, abundance. Let's give him vengeance to do more damage. And apply fear. And then Bitai, on the other hand, could absolutely use extra ranged damage. Or fire arrows. Fire arrows is a really valuable buff that helps you rout the enemy very, very quickly. But right now, honestly, we're not really having a problem routing the enemy. We're having a problem killing them. So let's get the extra damage first. And then go deal with this asshole if we can. Ugh. He's run out of range. Fuck. I wanted to kill him before Sun Jian came back. Because Sun Jian is going to come back. Oh, he has the Imperial Seal. That's right, he has the Imperial Jade Seal. And a bunch of other really, really good items. He doesn't have any legendary stats except for expertise, though. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, He-Man can absolutely take him. Then down here, we've got these guys. Yeah, this army is not going to be able to take... Like, the garrison of the mine will stop them. Doesn't mean the garrison of the mine is 6 full units. And then Gao Lu down here. We'll put him in the city. And he doesn't... We don't have a lot of upkeep to be playing with. But we can at least pull in a unit of... like peasant archers or yellow turban archers or something. Actually, what the hell? We'll make it another Watchman of the Peace. Okay, so we've got 4 Watchmen of the Peace, 2 Yellow Turban Warriors. It'll be just a couple turns for that army's at full strength. The city of Chen here. We're going to stick with lookout posts for now. That'll be fine. And we're going to go and wipe out Cao Cao for good and all. Yep, wipe him out. Come on. And good old Cao Cao is already gone, I think. I'm not sure if he's dead. I don't think he's dead because we didn't kill him. But we're just going to auto-resolve the destruction of the faction. And there we go. Occupy and aid the wounded. Uncommon talent, yep, promote him. And we have gained Forged Iron Scale, Guard, Clay Pig, Water Clock. More ranks gained. Cao Ang has been... Wait. Yeah. He killed him. And they've established a new faction capital in the livestock farm. Cao Cao is just running south from me now. Like, he's legitimately just fleeing. We've got grain farms and a livestock farm, which unlocks resource cows. Cool. For leveling, then, let's grab... He's actually got mainly archers in his retinue right now. Let's grab Charisma. And then for Guoda, let's grab... Opportunism. We've got this asshole just sitting around kind of watching, maxing, relaxing, all cool. But I don't think he's really a threat. I would love to be able to trade this away for something, but I can't. So we're just going to have to make the best of it. But I'm actually very close at this point to stretching from river to river, from Yangtze to Yellow River. Which would be a very interesting situation. But I've taken, like, I've carved out the heart of central China for my own at this point. Good old Gongdu is doing well. Can I transition my coalition to a... No, I can't. Okay. Can I do anything else fun? Dongmin has a couple of vassals over there. Liu Biao and Cai Mao still exist, of course. Liu Zhang actually likes me, which no one else does. Yeah, just because I've been fighting people he doesn't like. That's literally his whole thing. He is a watchful diplomat. Diplomat, paranoid, and cowardly. And everyone else loathes me. Primarily because I am a moderate threat, and of course I'm also a Yellow Turban. So, fair enough. I am going to cut this episode short here, though. I think that is probably... just about enough to be going on with. It is turn 33, the winter of 196, and the Yellow Turban Rebellion has definitely established itself here. With the aid of the Protectors of Eternia, we have successfully defeated a number of rivals and established ourselves as a major power in China. I am going to upgrade to communal workshops because I desperately need the income. But that'll be all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.